fact that I feel like you are self-aware enough to be okay with who you are in a world that tries to tell you who to be. And I feel like not enough men, specifically women, of course, too, but I'm just speaking to the men, know themselves well enough to be okay with having a fuck you perspective on things that mean nothing to me. Because a lot of men try to change who they are to be accepted by women and society. And of course, this was something that was more prevalent in women, like in the beginning of time, to try to gain acceptance, which it still exists. But now it has become a trend for men to try to alter who they are, what they see. Like, men don't even carry an authentic male perspective no more. Niggas is scared to admit that they are men, essentially. It's like, nigga, this is how we think and operate. It's like it gets so attacked to where though men don't even want to appear to be men no more. Then it shows up in the other behavior, and now the women are like, men don't want to be men. Well, y'all didn't bash everything that a man do, so you have to be so okay within yourself as a man and comfortable with yourself to show up as a man nowadays, knowing that it's going to come with some ridicule, especially someone who has an opinion that can be as absurd as yours sometimes. Like, you know, like just flat out, like, fuck you. Like, but at the end of the day, that's why it's a testament, because I hope that a young nigga watching, even if he don't want to be like you, he understand how you are in a way that's like, Q is not about to go into a room and change who he is to fit the room. He's going to be himself in a room, has to adjust to who he is.
Absolutely.
And I'm the same way, but at the same time, I just wanted to acknowledge it in you in your own way, because again, I feel like even when I first got into my relationship, it was like one of them thoughts where it's like everybody had this expectation on how men's supposed to be. I don't give a fuck what they talking about. I'm who I am. I've been who I am. And I'm definitely, with all due respect, not taking how a man's supposed to be from a woman who never walked a day in the shoes or even had the mind of a man to even understand why we do certain things. So I think that more men should embrace who they are, and women will embrace you for that. Just get rid of your bad habits. Don't womanize. You know what I mean? Don't go looking at women for what they could do for you. Look at women for what you could do for them. And, you know, allow God to allow the reciprocity to be applied to the situation. You know what I mean? Focus on being a better leader. Focus on things that make you better. You're going to attract a better quality woman. But if you sit here trying to figure out what they want before you become who you are, you become a chef that caters and serves them, and you never become somebody that's actually who you are for yourself. It's like they putting in the order, oh, I want a man that do this. Now you doing that, and you're not even being you. So I feel like whether we're talking about relation, it's not sustainable because not you. You're going to always revert back to who you are by nature. So if you're trying to act like, that's why being honest with yourself is so important. You know, some men don't want to be monogamous. Some men is like, you know what, I need multiple, and that's why they created other variations to relationships to adhere to those types of men. Versus you saying, I'm only committed to you, knowing damn well you want to go home and go outside and get some pussy from somebody else. No, like, be who you are, be okay with it, and allow that woman to choose to fuck with you or not fuck with you. But to tie it back to what I was saying in regards to you, I feel like whether relationships, parenting, you like solid and, you know, your approach to being cute. So don't change. Even through this work that I'm trying to influence you to do, because I got to just use the influence word. I'm trying to push, motivate, and influence you to do, because I do feel like it can make you a better, more refined Q. But I would be mad if I came here one day and you weren't Q. Because it's like that asshole dynamic that you keep denying that you clearly have is why people probably fuck with you and don't fuck with you. Because it's like, man, even that could be the very thing that your fiance love about you. Like, he's an asshole, but you're her asshole. Pause like a motherfucker. But y'all get what I'm saying. All in all.
But sure, no, I definitely appreciate that. And yeah, I was having a conversation with one of my close friends just last night, whatever. We had a long ass conversation about all type of shit, whatever. You know, she's a woman, you know, a little older with kids, whatever. And I was saying, you know, just to sum it up, whatever, I definitely give, you know, of course, I have my dad, my stepdad in my life, whatever. But I definitely give a lot of credit to my mom. Like, you know, she was that. And I see, it's funny just seeing it now with my daughter, her grandchild, whatever, where, like, no, she's just very intentional about, like, no, like, you the best. Like, nobody look better than you. You the smartest. You did this. Anything you can do, you can do it. Do it. If they said you didn't do it right, did you do it your best? Then you did it right then. And like, she always instilled that type of shit, whatever. You know, a while ago, my girl told me, she like, yeah, like, no, I admire how your mom raised you, because I can see now that my parents didn't really instill all that foundation.
Yeah, my mom was like that with me as well.
Shit to me, whatever. So like, it can be at certain times during my life, where her speaking, where she didn't feel as confident or as secure and shit like that, whatever. It's like, and again, I think my dad balanced me out, because like, you know, you let my mom tell it. Nobody look better than her. Nobody look better than her grandchild. Nobody look better than me. It's just we the smartest, best looking niggas ever created type shit, whatever. But I feel my dad balanced me out, where it's like, I don't necessarily think I'm the best, baddest, tallest, whatever, smartest nigga, whatever. But no one can ever make me think I'm lesser than what I am. Like, that's impossible. So I don't gotta think I'm the best at anything, but you're never gonna make me think I'm lesser than who the fuck I think I am or anything, for real, for real. So yeah, so I definitely think that's important for anybody, man or woman. especially men today's time, whatever. I would say that I'm just a black man. I'm speaking to black men, so like, no, as you were saying, like, be unapologetically who you are, as long as it's positive and genuine and authentic. Be that no matter what.
Yeah.
Fuck the rest.
No, 100%. I love that. And to your point, man, my mom was somebody that poured into me a lot as well, my confidence. And you need women. That's what go back to the piss or the water in the garden. The first garden from a woman that is watered is our mom. So how they speak to us, that really instilled our confidence in how we deal with the world and women. Because in a large part, women have a high influence on the behavior of men, and vice versa. So it's like if your mom telling you you handsome, if your mom telling you you're smart, you believe these things about yourself the same way if your mom telling you you dumb, you can't get nothing right. So ladies, if you got sons and you raising them alone, or with a part-time parent, be very adamant about and intentional about speaking life into your boys. That could be the difference between him becoming a street nigga who gets accepted by the streets who tell him he that nigga and got to fuck a bunch of girls to be validated, or somebody that feel like he respect women because his mom always respected him. Like my mom raised me to be a gentleman, even though I still turned out to be the street nigga that did all the other shit too. But that had nothing to do with her.
Not 100% foolproof.
Yeah, nothing 100% foolproof. I had to go find my own self. But ultimately, when it came to, because I was born premature, because I had health complications as a young, all through my childhood, I was born with this nose. I had a lot of self-confidence issues as a kid, getting teased. My mom was very adamant about making sure that she let me know, son, can't nobody stop you. You could do it, whatever. And like the one thing I like that you said was, as long as you did your best. I think that's important too. As a mom speaking to her son, make him feel rewarded for doing his best, even if he come up short, and hold him accountable when he don't do his best. Like you don't want to. Sometimes when men grow up around a lot of women, they get told they handsome, they cute, now they get entitled because it's like, I've been getting women attention my whole life. Girls just supposed to throw themselves at me. But if you do it in moderation, or he have a balance of another male figure, father, or whatever, that can offset some of that overly inflation of the ego that can come from being overly poured into from a bunch of women, then you'll end up good,
And I add one more thing as well, where of course all that like positive reinforcement, just energy and manifestation is also important, but also the work is back to the work.
Yes.
Where like it's funny seeing it, now with my daughter, and of course like I'm approaching certain things different, whatever. Cause I just I'm a different person than my mom, but like end of the day, like my mom was pouring. Like, no, like you reading, I'm reading to you every day, you writing book reports, all this type of shit, whatever. You want to put African Center School because I don't want to see no white bitches in your life, and this and that, and you going to African Center School from kindergarten to 8th grade, and then you going to this and a
casually suck the word bitch in there. It's crazy. But go ahead.
You go to the master, what's it called, the Magnet High School, and then we're gonna pay for college, this, that. So it's like it was always about like, I'm making sure you have the most security and confidence as possible, but also nigga, no, like you ain't about to be a dumbass nigga, you ain't about to be a lazy ass nigga, you about to be a disciplined person, and you also not about to be a liar, you're not about to be a bad person. So I feel all those type of things all those type of intangibles and physical things are important to just building up just a solid human being. And then the rest can kind of figure itself out, whatever. I don't necessarily believe in like also, cause that also can go into like, all right, now I deal with this shit. Now just be Barack Obama. Like if you ain't that, then you a failure. It's it's like pour as much as you can, and then it's like no, then they accept that they're individual, and then because they individual, they gonna live their life. Because then it's funny when it goes back to she did all that shit, all that like reinforcing who I am. Now we disagree about things. She be like, it's like she be really trying to say like, who the fuck taught you to be so confident on your unpopular opinions? Like, why don't you agree with me right now? It's like, nigga. So pour into your kids and then let them be them individual, and the rest gonna figure itself out.
Yeah, and the last thing I'll say, just to land a plane, something that I felt like you said that was key in regards to it was right before that last line you spoke on. You was talking about
being a good person.
Oh yeah, that part. Thank you so much. So yeah, just laying a framework for being a good person as a parent. That's all we could do. I can raise my kids to not lie, discipline them when they lie. I can't stop them from being liars when they grow up. I can raise them to have morals and values and standards, but how they uphold those morals, values, and standards is going to be conditional to the environment they put themselves in and this discipline that they have within themselves. But as parents, all we got to do is lay the framework.
Right.
All you got to do is outline what that should look like, insert the morals and the principles and the values that you would like to teach and instill into them, and understand that they're going to have a bunch of other teachers in life that's going to try to challenge those morals, values, and standards, and they're going to have to work through it. But if they utilize the framework that you gave them, then they should turn out a pretty decent human being. That's all. Like what he just said, we're trying to create decent human beings, and we're going to leave